All right, so it's after the Buffalo Bills game. Got a little bit scared there with that pick off the beginning, but you know what? Josh Allen threw like 2 interceptions to me. So I got 2 picks that game, which really helped out. We managed to pull away with 2 touchdowns and a field goal, and that was enough to win. We overall do have the worst offense, though, in the NFL, like point-wise and yardage-wise, which is incredible considering I'm 9-5. So let's scout some college players. So Patriots are gonna be number 1 seed. They're gonna get the bye week. Say I make it to say they make it to the AFC North champ. Well, say they make it to the AFC Championship, and say I make it to the AFC Championship. Say I have to face the Patriots. I don't know, because if you guys remember week 1, they absolutely destroyed me. But I feel like since then, I feel like I've gotten better. But the Patriots, I'm really scared to play them if I make the playoffs. That's the first thing. I think I mainly need to worry about making the playoffs, which I have the Jets and the Ravens. So I can probably pull away with 10 wins. But against the Ravens, I might lose that game and just have 10 wins, which I would assume I'd still get some sort of wild card spot. Best case scenario is that next week Ravens lose. Because next week, I believe if Ravens lose... Alright, so next week... Okay, so say next week Ravens lose and I win. So they'll be 10-5 and I'll be 10-5. Yeah, so then week 17 will still come down to that, I believe. So pretty much regardless, it's coming down... I think week 17, it's coming down to that. So we'll see... Yikes, I don't know. Okay, so say... Alright, sorry, I'm trying to figure this out. So the Ravens win next week. Let's just say they win next week and I win next week. I'll be 10-5, they'll be 11-4. And then if I beat the Ravens, I'll be 11-5, they'd be 11-5. I'd win the AFC North. So, holy moly, let's hope that the Ravens... It's either they lose next week or I beat them. But regardless, it's probably going to come down to that week 17, let's be honest. Let's answer a media question. It's no secret one of your franchise players may hang it up at the end of the season. Have you given any thoughts to what happens if he does retire? Who's going to be retiring? What if they're talking about Pouncey? I don't know. It's going to be a bittersweet day, but we feel there are players on the team that can fill the void if it inevitably happens. When it inevitably happens. It's hard to imagine replacing him, but when it does, I think that the only logical way of doing so is looking to the draft. Look towards the draft? I don't know. That's what I just said. Look towards the draft. I should have traded with people. I should have at least traded. But I say, yeah, so let's advance to next week. Alright, so this is week 16. The Jets are 6-7-1. Jeez, you never see a tie in Madden. You really never do see a tie in Madden, so the Jets, obviously a record makes it seem like they're a pretty trash team. But we'll see. I mean, I feel like what team was it? The Cardinals. I feel like, was it the Cardinals? I don't know. It was one of the teams I played, and I was like, oh, their record ain't too good, but I feel like they're a lot better than what their record shows. So it's pretty much Jets and then Ravens. I need to win out. I mean, I don't need to win out, but, I mean, I'd prefer to. Ryan Switzer's able to play again. Oh my goodness, how many weeks has he been out? Like, it feels like decades he's been out. But Deontay Johnson, like, I actually kind of like him as a return guy. Like, Ryan Switzer, could I just let him go? I mean, that'd save me a lot of cap space. Ryan Switzer wasn't a bad receiver either. Like, I only play him as a receiver a couple times, but overall, guys, stay tuned for Week 16. I'll be going through my finances, seeing fan happiness, and then eventually I'm going to play the New York Jets, and that's pretty much going to be a big game. Because let's be honest, the Ravens are probably going to win this week, so pretty much I'm going to have to win to keep up, and then it's going to come down to Week 17. Just like, this is literally what I've been planning for weeks now. This is what's been happening for weeks. This has been the plan. And it's all starting to come together. So if I win today, then Week 17 is going to be the biggest week. So stay tuned, guys, because this is a very big game. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.